Hey guys, I'm finally back with some more Nekopara. I know I haven't been playing anything but Resident Evil for a little while, so I figured, um, you know, why not mix in some Nekopara? It's been a little bit since I put it on the channel, and then we're mostly streaming Resident Evil anyway, so I feel like it'd be nice to still have some regular upload, especially because Resident Evil is taking me a very long time to complete. I'm like 8 videos into it, I think. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. And as always, we're just gonna hop right on into it. Again, during these videos, I don't really do that much talking, but I still hope everybody enjoys.
おい、あれは一体何なんだ？最近ずっとあの調子でうぜえんだけど。
お客さんがいるときは割と普通なんだけどね。
恋だよ。あれはきっと恋。ため息が多いのは恋って聞いたことあるもん。ほう、よしよし。ショコラはほんと愛おしい。よし。じゃあここは私に任せて。
What's she about to do?
めいちゃん、めいちゃん。
That is cute.
何？今日はね、今日はとってもいい天気なんだって。雲一つない青空なんだって。そうなの。暖かくていいわね。めいちゃん、今日の東京平均株価は調子いいんだって。そうなの。投資家が喜ぶわね。もんしな、さっき任せろって決まってたけど、一体なんだりゃ。シナモンは謎多き猫だからね。実際よくわからん。めいちゃん。ペンギンって実は膝を折って歩いてるんだって。だから足伸ばすと実は足めちゃくちゃ長いんだって。へえ、そうなの。じゃあ足伸ばして歩けばいいのにね。猫舌って舌の歯茎に舌先を隠して飲むと熱いの飲んでも舌やけどしないんだって。へえ、そうなの。冷ませばいいじゃない。見て。ここに適温95度の入れたての紅茶を用意したんだ。めいちゃんほどじゃないけど私も熱いの苦手だから実験してみるね。こうやって舌を歯茎の裏にしまって敏感な舌先が熱いのに触れないようにして飲むんだよ。敏感な舌先はとても敏感だから熱いのから隠して。
I think she's getting a little too carried away here.
そういうのやめた方がいいわよ。一応営業中なんだし。
Oh, she's just trying to cheer
びっ
her
く
up.
りするくらいノーリアクションだよ。シナモンお姉ちゃんが不憫だよ。よくわかんないけどショコラは頑張れる念を送るよ。頑張れー、シナモンちゃん頑張れー。いい？めいちゃん、このまま一気に熱いの？いやー、
I think it was still hot.
汚いわね。そうなるに決まってるじゃない。いくらお人よしの歌唱でも店の商品をおもちゃにしてたらクビにされるわよ。モンシナがあれだけ体張ってんのにノーリアクションかよ。鬼畜。メイプルは鬼畜。かわいそう。シナモンお姉ちゃんがかわいそう。頑張れー、シナモンちゃん頑張れー。
The shop is pretty crazy despite the lack of customers. Oh, they're just trying to cheer her up though. That's not bad. That's actually kind of cute. I'll be for real.
よし、こんなもんかな。
Oh, Maple, are you on your break?
はーい、お先にいただいてます。
Her reply is cold and deliberate. A nail file and nail polish rest on the table. Are you doing your nails?
まあね、爪の手入れするとすっきりするのよね。形が悪いと気になってしょうがないし。
Maple raises her hand to examine her nails as she speaks. I guess it's just a thing cat girls do. It's like she's sharpening her nails because she's angry or something. As I ponder the mysteries of these cat girls, I fill a kettle with hot water and bring out the tea leaves. So you've been kind of zoning out a lot lately. Is there anything wrong?
別にどうもしませんよ。
Well, I'm worried anyway.
だから何でもないってば。
Now what do? Feel like she's been acting strange ever since we came back from the amusement park. What am I supposed to do if she won't talk to me about it? Silence. Not much of a talker in the first place, but she's upset about something. I can't just leave her alone. She going to quit? With the trouble mind begin preparing the tea leaves I just brought out.
カシオはさ、
I turned to her.
なんでケーキ屋なんてやろうと思ったの？
She stares at her now perfectly manicured and polished fingers, zoning out again. Her voice was flat and emotionless. Why?
だってさ、実家だって結構な和菓子屋の老舗なんでしょ？昔から修行だなんだって結構厳しくやらされてたらしいじゃない？それなのに家を出てまでなんでわざわざケーキ屋だったの？
She stares at me, her gaze unassuming. Why, huh? Well, a lot of reasons.
いろいろね。別に話したくないならいいけど。
She's not pursuing it, instead just idly resting her chin on one hand while fiddling with her phone with the other. So why did she ask that question then? I honestly have no idea what she's thinking. She must have had something in mind, but
じゃあさ、カシオって猫好きなの？
do I like cat girls?
猫じゃなくて猫。私たちのこと。
I mean, yeah, I do, but
ああ、そういう意味じゃなくて、猫にしか浴場できない人って意味で。
excuse me? What the hell is she getting at bringing up something like that? I have absolutely no clue what her aim is with
いっ
this.
ぱいいるじゃない、恋猫が。だから猫しか好きになれないのかって思っただけ。
No, that's not it at all. I never expected to have cat girls as my partners. Much less four of them, but I keep that part to myself. Each of them has their own charms, though, right? There's no way I could rank them. Everyone seems to be fine with it too, so I've grown in bewilderment.
ふん。まあ、あんたはそんな感じよね。
Huh?
別に猫だからとか人だからとかって感じじゃないもんね。
What? I guess so. Maybe puts her phone back in her pocket and stands up.
変なこと聞いて悪かったわね。休憩上がるわ。お先。
Okay, weird questioning. But I guess we're just gonna roll with it. That Maple, what's with her? She's leaving, I'm still as confused as when this all started. Dumbfounded, I stare at Maple's back as she exits the room.
休憩いただきます。
Oh, Cinnamon. Is Maple relieving you?
はい、めいちゃんと交代です。
Cinnamon gently lowers herself down onto the sofa. Pour some hot water from the kettle and place a cup of black tea in front of Cinnamon.
ありがとうございます。すみません、わざわざ。
Don't worry about it, I wanted some tea too. I was gonna have extra anyway, even if you hadn't come along. She nods to me, smiling. Two of us quietly begin to sip our tea. Then we return our cups to the cheddar sausages, each one making a little clack as we set them down. Now Cinnamon is sighing? What's wrong? I never hear you sighing.
ごめんなさい。今のはため息じゃなくて、その、にゃーん。そう、漏れ出た喘ぎ声っていうか。
Come on, you think I'm gonna buy that?
そうですよね。ちょっと無理がありましたよね。
Another sigh. That one was even deeper. Two of us both take another sip of our tea. Cinnamon glances at me, her head slightly lowered.
姉ちゃんが最近元気ないから。
She takes another small sip. Ever since we went to the amusement park, right? She inclines her head in a slight nod.
カシオさんのパソコンお借りしてもいいですか？
My computer. I hand my laptop over to her. She definitely navigates to a webpage and turns the laptop toward me.
これ見ていただけますか？
This is displayed on the screen is video of Maple singing on the stage. This is from the other day, isn't it?
はい、これのコメント欄なのですが。
She scrolls down so I can see the comments. That cat girl is cute. I didn't know there was such a cute cat girl around. The cat girl is so good at singing. Comment section was filled with variations of those things. What is all this? It looks like she's gotten pretty popular.
そうですね。私もそう思います。でも
Simon takes a breath before continuing.
めいちゃんは猫としてしか見られてないことを気にしてるんじゃないかなって。本人に確認したわけじゃないから多分なんですけど。
She furrows her brow in frustration. So she's worried about being seen as just a cat girl, huh? Oh, that's cute.
じゃあさ、歌唱って猫好きなの？別に猫だからとか人だからとかって感じじゃないもんね。
Not a flashback. Maple's words echo in my mind.
昔もこんなことがあったんです。
It has? She nods her mouth contorting into a pained smile.
めいちゃんは昔は歌うことが大好きだったんですけれど、歌唱さんも見てましたよね、昔の動画。
The video I watched back at the amusement park. I nod to Cinnamon.
あの動画はいろんなコメントがついてたんですけど、いいことも悪いことも猫だからっていう評価がショックだったみたいで。
Oh, because of the word cat girl, huh? Even if they had good things to say, they still call her cat girl. Even if they had mean things to say, they still call her cat girl. She said she wanted to be a singer. It would have definitely been a shock for the young Maple in that video. She's proud by nature, so it's not hard to imagine.
だけどこの間のことがあってからなんだかずっとぼーっとしてて。
And whenever you ask us wrong, she just dodges the question, right?
はい。
So that's what's been going on. It looks like this video has been circulating a lot since it was uploaded. A lot of people have left comments on it. Seems to have an endless parade of comments like the ones Cinnamon showed me.
私はまためいちゃんが楽しそうに歌ってる姿が見たいって思ってて。でも余計なことをしてめいちゃんを傷つけちゃったのかなって。
She hangs her head, turning her eyes away from me. She breathes with a long, long sigh. In response, I gently bop her on the head. You really do like Maple, don't you, Cinnamon? You're more like best friends than sisters.
親友？
She looks at me with wide-eyed expression. You are sisters, but your relationship isn't like coconut and Azuki's. It's not like chocolate and vanilla's either. I guess you could say that you two are on equal ground with each other. You're like two friends who really get along. They're not like Coconut and Zuki, where one is clearly the older sister and the other is the younger, and they don't cling to each other like Chocolate and Vanilla do. And I do remember Maple always seeming troubled, always trying to help out somehow, worrying about whether the results of her actions would be good or bad. It just seems like the kind of relationship that only really close friends have. That's what I meant.
そうですね。私とめいちゃんはそんな感じかも。私はめいちゃんの親友でいたいってそう思います。
She furrows her brow again and smiles at me, but her smile seems a little ashamed. Give her another gentle pat on the head. I'm worried about Maple too. I'm going to see if I can get any clues from her. Not much of a negotiator though, so I don't know how much success I'll have.
歌唱さんならきっと大丈夫だと思います。めいちゃんのことお願いしてもいいですか？
Sure, I'm going to try talking to her a little too. I nod to her. Maple and Cinnamon are both part of my family. I want to do everything I can to help them. That's the honest truth.
あとですね、ちょっと話は変わるんですけど、このパソコン休憩中お借りしてもいいですか？
She fidgets, embarrassed. I don't mind, but why?
ちょっと調べ物したいことを思い出しまして。
Oh, what?
別に変なことじゃなくてですね。でもちょっと家だと調べられないっていうか。 調べたいことっていうか、変なことじゃないんですよ。ちょっとした知的好奇心って言いますか。
Do that at your own house. Take my laptop away from the panting cinnamon. Oh.
カシオさんが私を信じてくれない。ちょっとだけ休憩時間をエンジョイしたかっただけなのに。
Yeah, and what was it you were planning on enjoying?
その蔑むような視線もまた。
You really don't break character, do you?
これが私ですから。
And I was just coming to think of her in a new light. Well, I guess this is what the announcer meant. She is, as usual, a slowly bothered-looking cat girl. Where are we going now? We got cinnamon.
ネコパラ。
Cinnamon. But I like playing Nekopara. I just feel like it takes me a little bit to play it, I'll be honest. So what do you think? Although for once I used a kind of tea leaf we usually don't have.
使わないリーフの取り扱いがいくら充実しててもね。うちは別に紅茶屋じゃないんだから、抑えるべき銘柄があればいいんじゃない？
Maple shrugs, waving her hand dismissively.
そもそもケーキ屋に紅茶の営業に来るって時点で話がずれてるでしょ。あんたのケーキより紅茶前に出したって意味ないんだから。
Actually, I didn't know what kind of plans you had after this, there's a place nearby I figured we could poke our heads into.
そんなもん。
There's some that's sold by this new tea shop. I leave clothes in the store to the others, while my secretary of tea and I walk home. I still glance at Maple as we walk side by side. Maple seems no different from usual, though I can't say whether usual is downcast or just cold. She is doing her work, but I can tell she's not putting in a ton of effort. Because she's a cat girl. I remember what Cinnamon told me earlier this evening. Took another glance at Maple's face.
何よ。さっきからジロジロ人の顔見て、やたら視線感じて気になるんですけど。
She turns her head just enough to look at me out of the corner of her eye. Oh no, it's nothing in particular, just my attempt to lie gets caught in my throat midway. Now I'm not sure what to say. I look away from Maple, who seems upset, turn my gaze toward the night sky. My bad. Yeah, right, that's right.
何よ、一人で納得して。
Nah, it's just because I'm not that great at catching small details. I wonder if I can just ask it straight.
何よ、改まって。
She stares at me, head cocked suspiciously. Turn my head back toward her and meet her gaze. You know that video from when you were a kitten when you said you want to be a singer? Why was that?
そういうことね。
She idly runs her hand through her hair and lets out an exaggerated sigh. Maybe I've probably guessed what I really want to ask about by now.
恋猫でもない私に残業させるとか、何かあるのかと思ったら、そんなこと聞きたかったの？
What kind of person do you take me for?
バニラ風に言うなら、エロパティシエ？ 4匹も恋猫のいる。
Well, she's not wrong though, so I just shut up. Not making her work overtime because I want to start a love affair though. Still, I've got enough common sense to know that with 4 cat pans, I'm not really convincing anyone. I turn my gaze away from Maple and look up at the night sky.
それは別に本人らが満足してるんだからいいけどね。私が口出すことじゃないし。
She glanced at me with a mischievous eyes and a wry smile. Is she the one who's unhappy? I heard her grunt before looking up at the sky with me.
見たでしょ？あの動画。私がいくつの時だと思ってんのよ。あんな子猫の頃の馬鹿げた夢なんて、とっくに忘れたわ。
Her tone is wistful. Her answer is blunt and unaffected. But you still think about it now, don't you? Her expression stiffens, but she quickly relaxes when she speaks again. It's in that same aloof tone.
なわけないでしょうが。ちょっとチヤホヤされたくらいで勘違いする年だとでも思ってんの？そもそも猫が夢とかバカなこと言ってんじゃないわよ。
Maple. The comments on the video all said something similar. Because she's a cat girl, I can see that one word weighing down on Maple. Everything she said just now seems so hollow, I'm not sure she believes it herself. If that's true, then how did you get so good at singing? stopped in my tracks and hurled a question at her.
箇所
She turns to me. Seeing her eyes widening, I continue without hesitation. There's no way you could get that good without practicing. Her brow furrows with unease, and she casts her gaze downward. The casual air that had surrounded her when we were side by side is nowhere to be found. At the bottom of my field of vision, I noticed her wringing her pale, slender hands. Take a step toward her and pat her slumped head. The people who eat my cakes, I'm always so happy to see their smiles. Huh? She raised her head. What you asked me before? That's why I wanted to become a patissier.
箇所
Talking about myself is a little embarrassing. A look and smile drifts onto my face and I continue. Ever since I was little, my dad told me that I would be studying to make Japanese sweets. I never considered that I had any other choice. So I did as he said, study how to make Japanese sweets.
箇所
She doesn't say anything else. Maple stares right at me, waiting for me to continue. Since my family has some ancient traditions, my upbringing was pretty strict. Playing with friends, club activities, hobbies. I had to forego all of them for the sake of studying the family trade. Well, not that I regret all that. Even after all this time, I still don't. I can't make the bitter smile on my face go away. People's eyes are wide and bright as the moon at this point, but I keep going. But one day, I went to a patissier by myself. Everyone there looked so happy eating their cake. Everyone, even those who might be austere or sad otherwise. Every single customer had a smile on his or her face. I can recall the memory of that visit. I give voice to even the parts I had locked away in my heart. Before I was completely focused on my family's trade and saw nothing else. Then someone asked me, "Why is it you're making these sweets?" Back then I really didn't know what I had been doing up until that point. I struggled with it, but I decided I wanted to become like that person. I wanted to make something that could put a smile on anyone's face when they ate it. Enough that I was willing to give up all that I had worked so hard and so long for. Luke's expression hardens as I watch her ears turn toward me, taking every word. So I give voice to every last sentiment. My dad, as well as others around me, said many harsh things to me, but I knew I had to be true to myself. I decided to turn toward my own dream, no matter what those around me thought.
箇所
I caused a lot of trouble for Shiguri and her mom, and I did some incredibly dumb things. Maybe there could have been a brighter future for me somewhere along the line, but right now I'm happy. This time my smile isn't bitter or reluctant. The smile I show Maple is one that reflects my true feelings. Before I know it, Maple's fingers, which she had clasped together so tightly, have loosened up.
バカねあんたも不器用ってのがあんたらしいけど
Still, if I thought my dream was stupid, I wouldn't have followed it. We each let out a little chuckle. Put my hand on Maple's head one more time. That's why I plan to listen to what others have to say. That's why I couldn't just leave you alone, Maple.
箇所そうねあんたの言う通りかもね私も自分で思ってるよりもバカなのかも
にゃ
Her smile is completely devoid of the mischievousness I saw earlier. With renewed vigor, she straightens up, standing to her full height.
あんたって本当におせっかい焼きね
Couldn't stop if I wanted to.
そうね性格はなかなか治らないわよね
Everything that just happened seems like it took place in a dream. Maple laughs, sounding more relaxed than usual.
好きなことなんて誰かのためにやるものじゃないのよね人だからとか猫だからとかそんなの何も関係なくて
Maple sounds like she's trying to convince herself of that. I nod to her in agreement. She raises her head and replies with a small nod of her own.
私は私らしく生きるわコソコソしてたのがバカみたいあんたの話だけでそう思えちゃう単純さが怖いけどでもちゃんと覚えとくわありがとね箇所
Aww.
それとシナモンも
Huh? Cinnamon. Maple turns and I follow her gaze.
めいちゃんなんで
気づいてないとでも思ってたのうち出てからずっとついてきてたのなんか気づいてたし
ちゃんと慎重にしてたのに
Cinnamon reluctantly drags herself out of hiding. Cinnamon, were you following us the whole time?
そのめいちゃんとカシオさんが気になっちゃって別にエッチ
なことを想像したんじゃないですよ。本当にただただめいちゃんが心配だっただけで。
わざわざ断らなくてもそんなこと思ってないわよ。歌唱のこともどうせシナモンの入れ知恵でしょ。
それは別に入れ知恵ってわけじゃなくて、どうしたらいいかわからなくて相談したっていうか、
別に怒ってないでしょうが、まったく。
Maple tenderly pats Cinnamon's head.
ありがとね、気にかけててくれて。それとこの間もまた歌うきっかけくれてありがとう。
She smiles awkwardly. Nonetheless, she's direct with thanking Cinnamon.
めいちゃん、よかった。よかったよ。めいちゃんに嫌われちゃったかと思って心配だったから。
嫌わないわよ、あの程度のことで。ずっと一緒にいるんだからわかるでしょうが、そのくらい。
でも
Cinnamon starts to sob uncontrollably, and Maple pulls her into a hug, comforting her. Their relationship is so sweet. Without an ounce of hesitation, I smile at the two cat girls and pet both of them.
歌唱もありがとね。しぐれには自分から相談してみるわ。
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Maple's face lights up. In a smile, she nods to me. I pat both of their backs. Now, how about we head home?
そうね、帰りましょう。
めいちゃん、歌唱さん。
シナモン、鼻水超出てるから。もうメソメソしてないでちゃんとしなさいってば。はい、ティッシュ。
ごめんなさい。
はいはい、怒ってないから泣かないの。
Oh, that's cute. It feels like we've all gotten a little closer to each other. Side by side, the three of us head home to where the others are waiting for us. Oh, that was cute. That was super cute.
歌をちゃんと勉強したい？まあ、それはとても素晴らしいことではないですか。私にできることであれば全力で応援しましょう。
いいの？
いきなり家を出てストリートミュージシャンからというならば反対はしますが、夢を持って頑張りたいというのであれば、私がそれを応援しない理由がないでしょ。
いや、まあそれはそうかもしれないけど。
The fact that Sugar gives in so readily is kind of anticlimactic. But like Sugar said, it's up to Maple to decide what she wants to do. So there's no reason for her mother figure not to cheer her on. Seems perfectly natural to me.
ただ、やるなら一生懸命にやりなさい。途中で投げ出すなど適当で半端なことだけは許しません。
自分から言っておいてそんなことしないわよ。それにそんなぬるい覚悟で言うわけないでしょ。
ならばよし、励みなさい。
Her arms are crossed and her response is immediate. My dear little sister is too handsome for her own good. I should expect nothing less from the cat girl's little mother, though. She nods satisfied, and I stare at her with a hint of admiration in my eyes.
よかったね。頑張ってね、めいちゃん。ショコラも応援するよ。めいちゃんの歌めっちゃいいから。たまには家族サービスしてほしいくらいには期待してる。
はいはい、ありがとう。がっかりされない程度には頑張るわ。
一丁前に照れ隠ししやがって。
メープルお姉ちゃんは素直じゃないからね。うるさいわね。私は私のためにやるだけなの。
メイプルがいろいろと思うところがあるのは気づいてはいましたが、自分から言ってくれるのを待っていましたので、本当に嬉しいです。夢や目標は人に言われてやっても仕方がないことですから。
Yeah, definitely. It's all thanks to her mother's training.
いいえ、兄様のサポートあってのことです。私では経験が足りないことも多々ありますゆえ。
She smiles, looking proud of how well her girls are growing. As long as I can help Shigure with the things she can't do on her own. As long as everyone can decide what they want to do, I'm happy. There is one thing I want to ask. Even though you knew that what Maple was worrying about, you left that video up there?
ええ、過保護にするのは簡単ですが、自分で考えるきっかけになればと。私はみんなの母親代わりですから。
Shigure inclines her head and smiles. She may be small, but she's still able to support the rest of us on her back. Shigure is always thinking about her surrogate daughters, the cat girls. Pat my beloved sister's head.
あ、しぐれ、ちょっとお願いがあるんだけどさ、歌を始めるにしても最初は楽器をやった方がいいって聞いたのよね。だからなんか歌と一緒にできるような楽器買ってもいいかしら。自分で貯めてるお金ならいくらかあるし。
A good idea. Where'd you hear something like that?
私には Wi-Fi でつながる世界中の友達がいるからね。
光ファイバーでつながる世界中の友達は何でも答えてくれますし。
ほんと便利な時代になったもんよね。
ええ、引きこもりが増えるのも仕方ないことです。
I see. Oh, this is cute though. They're not enthusiastically in mutual understanding. I think this is the first Shigure is hearing of Maple's friends too. It was a night when I felt like these two proud girls were looking down on me for some reason. Oh gosh, looking down on me. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
ネコパラ。
Where are we going? Oh, this is the end of the chapter.
わあ、来たね。ついにこの日が来ちゃったね。
Okay, guys. I'm gonna end this chapter off here, and then next time we come back, we'll be starting the next one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.